first got into boxing, my dad dabbled in it when he was younger, and I think he knew one of the coaches down at the gym I started at. So I think he thought it was a good idea to maybe get me into it, and sure enough, I loved it. It was a great sort of wee community of boys, and you kind of get addicted to it in a way after you go once, twice, and you see your mate actually be no bad at it. So yeah, it keeps you going, and that's me. I don't know, 14, 15 years later, still here. So when you're younger, you try all different sports, don't you? Football, done a bit of rugby as well, and then I came to boxing, and I don't know. It's a different kind of adrenaline rush, and you can never actually explain it to somebody that when they ask that, it's like, how can you get a buzz from getting punched in the face and just getting hit all the time? But I don't know, it's weird. It is just a different kind of adrenaline rush that you get addicted to, because nothing else gives you that high. When you fight, you've usually got all your friends and family there, and when you come out, everybody's wanting to talk to you, everyone's wanting to give you a hug, shake your hand and all that. So there's that sort of sense of kind of being a bit important for like 5 minutes that kind of grasps you as well. So that's definitely more of an addicting factor in boxing anyway. Take footballers for example, and I'm not knocking footballers at all, but they have it quite good in the sense that they get financed very, very well for what they do. Boxing is literally the polar opposite. You don't, unless you're very, very good with the right people around you and the right backing, it's very hard to make any sort of income from it. But yeah, it's always tough when you've got to go to work and then go straight to training, or even train before your work, go to work and then go to training after, and then by the time you get home you're straight to bed, to do it all over again the next day while trying to maintain a diet. So it definitely is. It's definitely not easy, but if it was easy, as they say, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah. Has there been times when you sort of thought, can't be bothered with this anymore?
Definitely, yeah. Last year, for example, maybe at the end of last year, I was just thinking, if I was to have another sort of 6 months like last year, it's just not worth my time. You put so much sacrifice, so much training, so much effort into it, and then when you don't get the return out of it, you do kind of get frustrated and fed up, and think, I'd be better using my time more wisely with doing something else. But yeah, the thing that kind of turned that around was when they started talking late last year about this fight for myself, and that was originally meant to be in Doncaster, I think, in March, but their side managed to kind of swing it into Eddie Hearn's show in Sheffield, so it was a kind of double bonus, to be honest. Big fight, and then the second bonus was like the Sky show, the Eddie Hearn show. So yeah, it's been a good turn of events, put it that way. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I think a lot of people's dream when they turn professional is to win a British title. That's like first on the ladder, and then kind of see where it goes from there. So I was much the same. I thought to myself, if I could achieve anything or one thing in professional boxing, it would be to win a British title. So getting closer and closer, or this is the closest I've been, should I say. So yeah, we'll see what the next chapter unfolds.
Obviously, Scottish title, I saw the first one, it was a pretty close one. That was your first sort of setback as a big setback as a pro.
Yeah, it was a setback. It was a close fight, yeah. I mean, literally could have went either way. It was one of the ones. You always feel in yourself that you've done enough. But fair play to Ali, he came out and kind of surprised me in a way. He just came out of the traps and didn't stop for like 10 rounds. I think that caught me slightly by surprise, because I thought in my mind after 5 or 6 rounds there's no way he can maintain this pace. So, but he did, sure, and he got the victory. But I knew that I'd need to get the rematch immediately, rather than weight. I thought that was the best choice to do because I knew I could perform better than I did as well. So sure enough, I think that first fight was in December, and I think the second fight was the next year in May. So yeah, got the rematch, and another good fight, to be fair, another tough fight, but I was just maybe a wee bit better on the day and a wee bit more on my game, I would say.
I know as well, this might be a bit of a harder one to talk about. You obviously sparred Mike Towell back in the day, and I think it was the one where he sort of had to pull out from like having headaches and stuff. What was that sort of like at the time, and then obviously like when you see what sort of unfolded afterwards, like?
Yeah, definitely a shock to the system. I sparred Mike all the time throughout the years. He would come down to Morrison's often. I would go up to his gym 13, 14 I think, quite a lot. And we sparred all the time, it was good sparring for the both of us. And then I think on maybe the final week or final 10 days of his fight, that was his last spar, I think. And yeah, just after a couple of rounds, I can't even remember what happened now. He just said, nah, I'm not feeling great or something, I'll just call it a day at that. So obviously you're not really thinking of that at that time. And still to this day, who's to say that was even a factor? I mean, I don't know, I'm not a doctor or...
When I'm saying that, it's not like directly, but like I guess even just showing you like somebody you knew that...
Yeah, no, you could see he was kind of physically struggling, but to be honest, I just thought that was... Or I think everybody thought that was just down to making weight. That's definitely not easy, and you always kind of look the same. just a bit drained in the week up to a fight. So nobody ever really batted an eyelid. And then I think for that fight, did he miss the weight the first time? And then I had to shave off a couple of pounds or whatever after that. So yeah, he was obviously struggling to make the welterweight limit, and again, you would never in a million years think something like that would happen, especially like so close to home as well, in Glasgow with people you train with as well. So yeah, that was a shock, and I think it opened up a lot of people's eyes as well in terms of making weight and just the general safety procedures and precautions that you need to take.
Sort of play on your mind ever if you step in the ring, or is it one of the things you can't kind of worry yourself?
It has done in the past, to be honest, because it's making weight. It's that's always the factor. I mean, to be honest, I don't make it. It's not a walk in the park for me. It is a wee bit of a struggle, but I still make it. But I guess it does always play in your mind slightly because you've seen it firsthand in a way. But I've not really. It's not really been a thought in my mind any time recently or in this sort of fight camp anyway. Because I'm doing the weight quite well. My diet's been great and the weight's coming down. And again, I'm probably doing the weight the best I've ever done as well. So these things put a wee bit more confidence into your head that that you might not have to do it as bad as you have done in the past or something.
Yeah. How's it sort of been? Are you sort of enjoying doing it like more full time then?
Yeah, it's like I say, you get to concentrate more on what you enjoy doing. You've got time in the morning, time in the afternoon, and then our sort of usual training time is kind of 4 or 5 o'clock as well. So you can pick and choose hours between the whole day.
Yeah.
That will suit yourself. So that's been good. It's been a nice wee experience.
Yeah.
And a wee sort of insight as to what it would be like. So yeah, no, it's been good.
To give you sort of, if you do get the win, then this maybe becomes a bit more regular.
I guess so. You never know in boxing, do you? To be full time, it's hard in the sense that you really need to be up there, sort of British level consistently, in bigger fights. So it's hard to say at this moment in time, but that's obviously everyone's ideal scenario. So.
And Just to explain, where are we heading at the moment?
To my first boxing gym, which was called, when it was a gym, the Key to Life, cracking gym. Still to this day one of the better gyms in Scotland that I've seen, but unfortunately it's no longer there. But yeah, it was a great gym, a lot of talent in it as well. So
who were you sort of working with there?
My coach was Chris McAdam back down there. That we're talking many years ago. Would that been potentially about 15 years ago? That would have been.
It's not too far away from where you live, obviously.
That's 10-15 minutes down the road. Guy nailing into the back of me. So no, it was nice and close, that's for sure. And as I say, it's a shame that it's no longer there, because great gym, great facilities, and there was a lot of talent in it as well.
What made it sort of such a special gym?
Just the setup was incredible. You know, you had two big rings. You had about, I don't know, maybe about 20 odd bags. Plenty of floor space, plenty of mirrors. The room next to it was a full up and downstairs gym. You know, you had the saunas, the showers, just then a cafe in it as well. So it literally had everything, and it was so close to home as well. So, great gym. So no, that was it. It's been totally demolished and it's now been built into nice wee flats. But probably between that library and sort of that road is where it would have been. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously long gone now, and it's looking probably better than it was, right enough, but with the new flats. But nah, it's said to 2 minutes ago, it's been years since I've been down here, so I've not really seen any of this in a long time. But yeah, that was somewhere in that ground there is where we used to all learn the trade.
It's a pretty big space.
It was massive. It was a big long building, cafe, gyms, boxing gyms, sauna areas, showers. There was another big hall at the back, I can't remember what that was used for. But it had everything.
Yeah. Sort of, I guess, sad at the time, but obviously, like, I don't think it's happening as much now in boxing gyms, sort of staying around and
you
shutting.
You don't see a lot of development, I suppose, of them. You probably see more closures than openings, I think, which is sad to see. You'd think it would be the opposite, you know, in this day and age, that people would be encouraging things like that, but I suppose the widespread attitude towards boxing is probably misconceived in a way. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it certainly used to be, but I don't know if that's changed at all.
Do you think it's sort of, maybe with like all the Sky and sort of like BT and all that,
it's definitely more popular. It's
was.
Definitely more popular now. You see everybody on their gran going to the boxing gym and calling themselves a boxer, don't you? Yeah, so it's a lot of people have definitely jumped on the bandwagon with that. I moved on to Paisley with Colin Belshaw, and then Joe Ham get involved, and then kind of branched off from there. Stuck with Joe, and yeah, here I am in Morrison's, and we just kind of all clicked in a way. It was like I enjoyed that. It was different training, different style of training. You know, somebody else coming on board and giving you different inputs, which I think quite a few of us caught onto. And then I think Joe had always kind of had aspirations of opening up his own gym. So once he'd done that, we all kind of followed suit. And again, yeah, we're still here to this day. This fight and the next consecutive fights are going to put you where everybody wants to be. Do you know what I mean? British and Commonwealth title eliminator. If I win this, I think the plan is to get another fight scheduled if Martin wins as well, to get that on again, and then that would be, I'm led to believe, the final eliminator for the British or Commonwealth. So, you know, if you win, or if I win my next two fights, it is right in the mix where you want to be, fighting for British and Commonwealth titles, so there's no place else you'd rather be, I suppose.